Hello everyone, I'm Menaka and I'm making my 1000th video today. It has been a great pleasure and a long cooking journey. I would like to thank everyone who subscribes to me, watch my videos and provides me with feedback, support and compliments. Thank you. As I'm doing the 1000th video today, I thought of doing something that everyone can try and enjoy. This is really good for Christmas, New Year and any kind of a celebration. This is actually a festive chocolate fruit cake. For this recipe I am using 525 grams mixed dried fruit including sultanas, raisins, currants, mixed peel and some cherries, and 130 grams chopped dates and 130 grams dried prunes, cut it into very fine pieces, 70 grams red and green cherries, 180 milliliters brandy, 75 milliliters honey, 125 grams butter, 150 grams brown sugar, 3 eggs and 50 grams eating chocolate, dark I'm using, you can use milk or white. Then I have mixed nuts, about 75 grams chopped almonds and some pecans. You can use cashews or hazelnuts, any kind of a nut that you like to add, or even the fruits. If you don't like something, you can omit that and add the same amount of fruit into this. And 150 grams plain flour with 75 grams self-raising flour. If you can't find self-raising flour, you can always add half a teaspoon of baking powder into the same amount of flour. 75 and 150 to 125 grams plain flour with half a teaspoon of baking powder and 15 grams cocoa powder. So let's start the recipe. So into a large bowl, add the chopped dates, then the chopped prunes. If you can't find prunes, you can add the same amount of dates into that, the glazed cherries, nuts, and then the mixed fruit, and next add the honey, and half a cup of brandy, and mix it well and cover this and leave it in a warm dark place overnight, or even you can leave it up to 10 days, but make sure that you always mix this every day. So I have soaked some fruit several days before and I'm going to use those fruit for this recipe. So into the mixing bowl, add the butter, and into that add the sugar. Mix the butter and sugar until it's creamy. While mixing, add the eggs one by one and mix that about 2 minutes. So now change the whisk to a paddle attachment and add the rest of the ingredients. So after, add the cocoa powder and the flour. Mix it well. So now it's ready. So I'm going to transfer that. So put the prepared cake batter into the fruit mix and mix it really well, and into that add the chopped chocolate. So I prepared this cake pan, 23-inch cake pan, and I put 4 layers of baking paper and then oiled around the tin too. So after adding lots of layers of baking paper, prevent it burning a lot. So just put the cake mix into the pan and preheat the oven to 150. If you are using fan force, 130 centigrades, and then bake this about 2.5 hours to 3 hours. After baking this cake, I am going to do a marzipan top. So if you like to use marzipan on top of your cake, you can always follow my recipe and it will be another video, because if not, the video will be too long. And the other thing is, when you want to do a cake like this, you don't need to do it in a large tray. You can use muffin holes or even a some small trays to do that, to do several to give away for the family and friends. So the cake is ready. I'm going to put more brandy on top and let it absorb the brandy and leave it to cool down in the tray about 1 hour. My festive chocolate Christmas fruit cake is ready. So it's a really soft moist cake, but you have to keep on adding brandy on top. Always put some brandy every day up to a week, and after that you need to brush it always every week. Make sure that it has to be a little hot, don't boil it. So just put it, see how it soaks all the brandy. It gives the moist for the it makes a moist cake and also gives a nice taste too, and you can always keep that for months and months if you do it right. And make sure you bake it really nice until a skewer comes out clean. You can always wet that after with brandy. So again, I'm going to do this tomorrow, and like that I'm going to do it for a week, and then after I will put a covering and finish the cake. I put that onto a plate. You can always use a cake board instead, and the marzipan is ready. So I'm going to cover the cake with marzipan. You can do several ways to do this. You can always use glue, the cake glue, for covering it, or just you can use honey on top. And then I'm going to roll the marzipan. To roll the marzipan, add a bit of icing sugar onto the bench, not too much. Then put the marzipan on top. So I did the marzipan before, and I have already uploaded one video how to do marzipan. You can watch that to cover your cake with the marzipan. And to get this nice white consistency, and it's very glossy too, follow my recipe. So I'm going to roll this to cover the cake. So there are two ways. If you want, you can cover the top first and then roll it to a small square shape and then cut that according to the size that you want. Or you can cover with the whole marzipan on top. So roll it nicely. Make sure when you do marzipan, use an airtight container always to cover the marzipan, if not it goes dry. So slowly roll it to the thickness that you want to get. I roll the marzipan and then take the cake and brush some honey on top so it sticks onto the cake really nice. And after, put the prepared marzipan on top of the cake. You can use two ways to hold the marzipan. You can use the rolling pin, roll it over the rolling pin and put it on, or you can use a baking paper and directly put that on top of the cake. So I put the marzipan on top, take the baking paper out slowly, and then press the ends to the plate or your cake board slowly like this, so it sticks onto the cake nicely. And after pressing it, use a sharp knife or a butter knife and then cut the ends, leaving a bit of ends there. And take the ends out like this. So it's done halfway through. Leave the rest of the marzipan in the airtight container or in a sealed bag as quickly as possible to prevent the dryness, and then press the ends nicely. After, take a cake smoothner and slowly go round and round to smoothen the top of the cake like this and the ends. You can use your spatula too if you don't have a cake smoothener. So slowly shape it really nice and equal. So let's finish the video. If you are using this as a Christmas cake or a celebration cake or to give away, you can always decorate it nicely. So take a nice ribbon. If it is for Christmas, use colors that are always red and green, or something like this. Use a ribbon and tie it up nicely around the cake. So you can always use edible flowers to decorate the cake. And as this is my 1000th video, I thought of doing 1000 on top of the video. So make sure that you can always color the marzipan with whatever the color that you like. So take small pieces and color it and use it as the way you want. And you can use a block like this and do lots of stuff on top. So if I want to carve this, you can carve this using a knife, and into that add pearls or nice sweet candies, or even you can use fondant icing to just to do 1000 on top like that, or anything, Merry Christmas or Happy Birthday or any Happy Wedding or anniversary. You can write anything on top of this too. So I'm going to put 1000 on top now. So I carved 1000 on the cake, and when you do it, slowly take the pieces out. If you like, you can go up to the cake or just take the layer of the marzipan only. So after, you can use these pearls and just use them to do the decoration, or even these ones you can put it according to the color that you are going to decorate with, the ribbon and all, or multicolors like this. I'm really glad to finish my 1000th video like this, and hope you all will give me the support as you did before. Thank you for watching.